Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsamberne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam and I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. Before we get to today's show, you can always text me your questions, 1-844-932-1291, or send me an email, hello@drsamberne.com. I've got a couple of great workshops coming up in March in Southern California. I'll be in San Diego March 5th. LA March 7th, and Santa Barbara March 12th, doing my famous masterclass. I'm back doing that again in person. This is a great way to work with me one-on-one if you've got an issue that you haven't been able to solve. So you can go to my website, drsamberne.com, to register. And I'll be doing some book events. As you know, my new book, Vital Vision, is coming out the end of February. We're in a pre-sale right now. So if you want to order the book, you'll get a discount. And there are also some events happening. You can sign up and we can do an online workshop. That's going to be happening in April. Also, you can get some coaching one-on-one sessions with me if you buy the book. And I'll be doing a gathering in Santa Fe in September. This is going to be a small group at my Geodome. So if you'd like to register for that, we'd love to have you. Okay, now time for the show. Hey everybody, welcome to my podcast today. I'm doing some mountaineering. And in fact, I've got I'll show you my shoes. So I got some cleats here. So I'm going to be heading up the mountain. But I wanted to get this information out, so here we go. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast today. I'm up in the mountains doing some snow shoeing and some hiking, so I thought I'd bring you along. I wanted to talk about the latest things that I'm working with in terms of glaucoma. So glaucoma is what we call a silent thief. What I mean by that is that it's a silent disease. You don't know that you have glaucoma. It's a vascular issue in the eye. It could also be in the brain as well. And it begins to damage the optic nerve, which stops your peripheral vision from working. It creates visual field loss and you don't even know it. There are a couple ways that you can diagnose glaucoma. First of all, you need to do a really thorough examination of the optic nerve. Number 2, a visual fields test. Number 3, an eye pressure test. And, you need to realize that sometimes it takes a while to diagnose glaucoma. I attended a symposium on glaucoma in December, and people weren't really talking about integrative medicine or functional medicine in glaucoma. It was more of the nuts and bolts of this is how you diagnose it, this is the trends, these are the trends, this is the condition of glaucoma, and this is how you treat it. And the things that are offered are eye drops, pharmaceutical eye drops, and also sometimes procedures if the pressure is really high. So I've done a lot of videos on different types of glaucoma. I'm not going to go into those today. There's open angle, there's narrow angle, there's secondary, there's pseudo exfoliation. There are a lot of different kinds of glaucoma, and you can follow my videos to learn about each kind. But if you get this diagnosis, the number one you need to be thinking about is how do you protect the optic nerve? And I'm going to talk in a more functional medicine type of way. Some key things that the optic nerve needs: omega-3 fatty acids. I would probably go for about 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams a day of omega-3s. Ginkgo, bilberry, taurine are also really helpful for optic nerve health. In addition, you want to make sure you're getting enough of those great antioxidants, vitamin A, bilberry. The B complex is good, zinc, selenium, and lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. So again, I've done a lot of videos on the phytochemicals and the antioxidants that are super great for your eyes. When you have glaucoma, it is a vascular issue, so asking the question, how can I improve my oxygenation, hydration, and circulation? One of the key ingredients that's coming out in some of the research now is an ingredient called nitric oxide. This is a vasodilator. You can find it in certain foods like celery and other plant-based foods. There's a supplement that I've created called Optic Nerve Formula, which is comprised of two things that I think are really important for optic nerve health. Number one is the nitric oxide, and number two is glutathione. Now, in other broadcasts, I've talked about the value of glutathione as the master antioxidant in the body. It's really important that you get both of those as a way to improve both your circulation and your detoxification pathways. If you're dealing with any kind of inflammation, either in the eyes or the body, you could certainly use things like my castor oil eye drops in the evening and my MSM eye drops during the day. These are great at lubricating and moisturizing your eyes, and they're definitely a no-brainer. I'd also look outside regular medical care. Things like craniosacral therapy and acupuncture can work very well at helping you regulate your eye pressure, your circulation. You know, I've done video blogs on the value of lymph health and glaucoma. There have been studies that show if you jump on a rebounder 10 minutes a day, you can actually bring your eye pressure down. If you learn meditation, you can bring your eye pressure down. So these are things that you can do as a way. You've got to think about it. How can I improve my circulation and vascular health? You know, one of the books I really liked was a book called Breathe. And in that book, the author talked about nose breathing versus mouth breathing. Now, this is something very simple, but nose breathing by far is much more oxygenating for your brain, for your eyes, and your body. I work with biological dentists, and they can actually test you to see how your breathing is, especially when you're sleeping. Now, if you snore, if you have sleep apnea, this is a red flag where you need to improve your breathing. So the book is called Breathe, and the author is James Nesbitt. I would highly recommend taking a look at that book. He's done a lot of great research on the effects breathing has on our health and wellness. So some other things you can do if you've been diagnosed with glaucoma: make sure you're wearing the right lens prescription. You know, if you have nearsightedness, that actually induces more eye tunneling. And so you want to start reducing your myopia through my eye exercises. I wouldn't wear split lenses, bifocals or progressive lenses, because that's going to induce peripheral vision loss. You're going to start excluding more and more peripheral vision, which is part of what glaucoma is. So functionally, how you use your eyes is going to change the structure of the eyes and affect the anatomy and the physiology. So you need to be very aware of how you're using your eyes and what you're using them for and what optical system you're using. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is the value of red light as a way to help in some of the regeneration in retina issues. Now, I want to do a disclaimer and say that if your retinal cells are dead, they cannot be regenerated. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that. But if your retinal cells are damaged, red light therapy has been shown to help improve the circulation through the mitochondria, ATP increase, reducing oxidative stress. And there was a study out of the University College of London. The Jeffries Lab did a study on how red light actually improved people's declining eyesight. And the best results were the age group between 40 and 72. So I would definitely check out the red light therapy, and I've done a lot of blogs on them, a lot of content so you can learn more about it, see if it's for you. It's a very easy way to perhaps bring more energy and health to places where your retina has degenerated. And in glaucoma, sometimes if there is a circulation issue, it does begin to affect the optic nerve health and your visual fields. So there's a lot you can do here. There's a lot to unpack. I know when you get the diagnosis from your regular doctor, and he might say, well, the only thing that's available are the pharmaceutical eye drops and or eye surgery. I'm here to say there's a lot more out there. And so walk through my door, and there's a lot of information that could be beneficial both to you and your family. So that's my show for today. I want to thank you all for coming along on this great hike. And until next time, everybody, take care. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.